What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Tunnel Vision. We are back. Hey, it's fight week, man. It's fight week. We got Andy Ruiz taking on Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's looking a little sketchy in these interviews. I hope he's gonna be all right when it comes to this matchup on Saturday. I don't know. Just the way he's talking, his aneurysms, the way he's looking, he seems to be a little bit off. Maybe it's just the jitters. Maybe it's just nervousness, just due to the fact that this is the biggest fight of his career. Maybe he'll be able to get everything, focused and ready to go when it comes to fight night. I don't know. We'll have to see when it comes to that. But the one thing I want to talk about was his weight loss. Sometimes it looks weird. Like I know other times Anthony Joshua's looked like he's lost weight before, and then he stands on the scale and he's the same old weight that he's always been. So I don't know, but he is looking a little bit smaller. I don't know. We'll have to see when he gets on those scales. Sometimes when you've been seeing pictures and you think somebody's small, and you see a lot of pictures by himself, they'll look like they're smaller. But then when you see him in the ring or you see them on that scale and that weight hits, they like, nah, he's the same size. But he does look like he might have trimmed down a little bit. And now the question is, will that help him? What was the point of him doing that? I'm guessing they're figuring that if he's smaller, he's going to have better movement. If he's smaller, he's going to have better stamina. I don't know, they might be thinking that he's going to have better reflexes if he's smaller. But what do I personally think about it? I don't think it's really going to matter. I think it might actually hurt him, but the fact that if he does lose a significant amount of weight, like let's say if he loses like 15 pounds, 20 pounds in a short period of time, I think it'll be hurt him. I think it's going to be more susceptible to being hurt on top of the head and on the body. The reason why he got drained out and he got as tired as he did, it wasn't just because he was just moving around or nothing was happening. It was what Andy Ruiz was doing. Andy Ruiz kept hitting him with body shots. Boom, he would block it. Because Anthony Joshua would sit there, he would try to jab. Andy Ruiz would knock down the jab into the body. Knock down the jab, knock the jab into the body. If Anthony Joshua threw the right hand, he would slip it, and that's when he would catch him up top. And that's basically what his game plan was for the whole fight. Catch him in the body, catch him in the body, catch him in the body. I remember one time he caught Anthony Joshua, and all you just seen was you saw him take a big breath in and a big breath out because he got hit hard. And that's what basically broke him down. So for him to have less mass on him while he's getting hit with those shots, I don't know if that's going to be necessarily the best thing for him. Now, as far as sometimes people know, when you lose weight like that, for whatever reason, you get hit in the head, you're more susceptible to being hurt. And this is a guy who already has an issue with his chin. He's already very, very chinny. And there's nothing wrong with being chinny if you're able to protect that chin. The Klitschko was very chinny, but he figured out a way to protect that chin. You know what I'm saying? And keep from getting hit in fights. He kept that from happening, so he was good. Even Lennox Lewis, you clip him right, he's out of there. But he learned from his mistakes, and he figured out ways of not having that chin get touched, get checked. Even though, he was a chinny type of fighter. When it comes to Anthony Joshua, remember, he just fought a couple of months ago. He was hurt bad in that fight. He got hit in his head over and over again. It wasn't like a Luis Ortiz type of situation where, boom, Wilder caught him once, he's down, 10 count, and it's over. Nah, he went down a couple of times. He got hit in his brain a lot in that fight. 6 months later, he's fighting again. He's not recovered. He has not recovered from the damage that happened to him that night. Damaging your brain is not like damaging your arm or damaging your leg, damaging one of these muscles. Like especially like if you have a major concussion. I got into a crazy car accident once, hit the back of a car, slid off that car, went into a wall. I was effed up for over a year, going on almost to 2 years. If I pretty much completely cleared up, it was a while. But I know I was getting symptoms for a year plus. I was getting symptoms. A year plus. So I know for a fact, this man has not recovered. at all. He hasn't recovered. He's recovered a little bit, but fully recovered, no. So when he gets hit in that head again, me personally, I think he's going to go down easier, a whole lot easier. It's going to take less to bring him down than in the previous fight. And he's coming in, and then so when you add on the fact that he's losing weight that the way he has, I think it puts him into a space where he's even more susceptible to being damaged, even more susceptible. So I don't see how that helps him in either way. I don't think the stamina issue is because he was big like that. I think he just has stamina issues. He just has stamina issues, and I don't think it's really going to matter if he goes down and goes up. I think he's still going to have those issues. He's still, even if he drops 15 pounds, you still got a boatload of muscle mass on you. You still have a shitload of muscle mass on you. And then this is actually one of those weird fights where you having less muscle mass on you might actually hurt you. It's weird, but it actually might hurt him in this particular fight. And then on top of that, dude, he's a stiff board. You know what I'm saying? He's not this loose fighter with fast twitch muscles who can, bounce and move around the ring. That's not who he is. He's never been that. He's never going to be that. So to all of a sudden think that he's going to do that because he lost some weight and because you're working on some things in the gym, you think he's going to be able to do that. That's not going to be the case. He's not going to be able to bounce around. I remember in the first fight, he was trying to move. He was trying to do movement. I was looking at him like, why is he trying to do that? You see this big block just bloom, 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 bloom. I'm like, I don't know why he's doing that. I didn't know what was going to happen in the fight. I wouldn't have been surprised if he, had knocked out, let's say, Ruiz in the first 2-3 rounds. And I guess no one would really matter. No one would have cared. But when I saw that off the rip, I was like, he can't sustain that. I was like, he keeps doing that, he's going to gas out. I was like, what the hell is he doing? He can't jump and bounce around like that. He's going to gas out. He's just physiologically not set up to do that. He's set up not to do that. So honestly, it's kind of weird, but I think it's weird because every other fight we've been saying he needs to lose weight, he needs to drop weight, But just due to the fact of the injuries that he sustained from the last fight, and because of the fighter that he's fighting and the way that he, implements his game plan, I think this actually might be a bad thing. Me personally, I think Anthony Joshua needs to get Andy Ruiz out in the first 4 rounds. He needs to get him out in the first 4 rounds. After the first 4 rounds, he's done. Because after the first 4 rounds, there's nothing he's going to be able to do that's going to be able to hurt Andy Ruiz. I personally believe. You could be wrong, but what I saw in the last fight, after the first 4 rounds, there's nothing he's going to be able to do to hurt Andy Ruiz. And Andy Ruiz is going to get you. He's going to get you. He's going to still be able to hit you in the body the way that he did, and you're still going to be susceptible to that shot in the head that he can't hit you with. Anthony Joshua has always been susceptible to that. Anthony Joshua has been knocked out in the amateurs with that same shot. He's been knocked out with exact same style. He's been knocked out and he's been stopped in the amateurs by short guys implementing that exact same game plan. That looping, boop, and catching him across the head, using the exact same game plan. He got knocked out with that. He got knocked out with that. So that's not going to change. Your fast twitch muscles, you're not going to gain fast twitch muscles all of a sudden. Going from point A to point B, B to A is going to stay the same. Look at Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is big as hell. He's still fast as shit. His hands are still fast as hell because that's how he's built. He has those fast twitch muscles when it comes to his arms. When it comes to his upper body, the way he moves, he has it. Doesn't matter if he's big or if he's small, he's still going to have it. He's still going to have it. So Anthony Joshua's not going to all of a sudden gain all these things, in the next couple of months and be able to implement something different. And him working with Klitschko, that we heard he's working with Klitschko, which Klitschko we know, jab, 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 hold, jab, 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 hold. That's what he does. But Klitschko has, number one, way better stamina than Anthony Joshua. He can move through the whole fight. He's a lot more looser. He's a lot more nimble. A lot looser, a lot nimbler. Anthony Joshua's not physiologically set up to do what that man does. He's not. It's like, to me, it'll be the same thing as Floyd Mayweather trying to train Marquez to fight like him. He's not going to be able to do it. He's not physiologically set up to do what Floyd Mayweather does. He's not. He doesn't have as long as arms as Floyd does. He doesn't have the fast twitch muscle fibers that Floyd Mayweather does. So he can't fight like that. He can't. But it is what it is, man. We'll see. We'll see come come Saturday. But again, can Anthony Joshua win the fight? Yes. But me personally, I believe it's gonna have to be in the first 3, 4 rounds. Because after that, game over. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out.